Welcome to the National Electrical and Communications Association and the Fair Work Ombudsman's electronic seminar for the Electrical, Electronic and Communications Contracting Industry Award 2010. My name is Oliver Judd. I'm the Employee Relations Manager for NECA, and I will also be your Fair Work Liaison Officer. If you have any questions in relation to this video, feel free to contact me on the details that will be provided later on to discuss any of the issues you may have. Please note that this video is supplemented by a guide to the modern award and the National Employment Standards. We recommend that you have a copy available with you during the video to assist you to understand the scenarios that are dealt with. To obtain a copy, simply fill your details into the form on this page and NECA will get a copy to you. This presentation is broken into chapters, each containing an explanation of each of the National Employment Standards, or NES, and an explanation of the more critical provisions of the Electrical, Electronic and Communications Contracting Award 2010. It is important that you understand the obligations outlined in this video, as there are significant fines that can be imposed where businesses do not comply. This chapter deals with how to interpret the classification structure. In order to classify or reclassify employees, the following rules apply. A. Where the employee has the relevant qualification recognized as a minimum training requirement for the level at which the employee seeks to be classified, and the employee is exercising or will be required to exercise the skills and knowledge gained from the qualification necessary for that level of work, the employee must be classified in accordance with that level. It is important to classify employees correctly so as to ensure that you are applying the correct corresponding wage rate and avoid any potential underpayment of wages claim. At page 20 of the guide, there is a table breaking down the classification types into categories of employee. In summary, the following will apply. A grade 1 is the appropriate grade for a labourer engaged in menial tasks. A grade 2 is the appropriate grade for a trade assistant engaged in tasks that assist a tradesman. A grade 3 is appropriate for an employee that works under direction of a grade 4. They may also be required to perform the work of a grade 2. A grade 3 would normally be engaged in tasks including the inspection and testing of fire alarm or security alarm equipment, operating plant and equipment, or where supervised by a tradesperson of an electronic service person, installs radio, communications and related equipment including antenna, or installs fire alarm or security alarm equipment, or installs data and communication cabling. A grade 4 is the appropriate grade for an employee engaged in scaffolding or rigging, or where supervised by a tradesman or electronic service person, installs radio, communications and related equipment including antenna, or installs fire alarm or security alarm equipment, or installs, terminates and tests data and communications cabling, or inspects and tests fire alarms or security alarm equipment beyond that of an electrical worker grade 3. Grade 5 is the appropriate grade for a tradesman. Grades 6 through 10 are rarely used and would only be appropriate for tradespersons that have commenced or completed a post-trade certificate, an advanced certificate, or an AQF diploma in electrotechnology. Employers should be aware that where an employer decides to increase an employee's rate of pay, this will not of itself alter the employee's grading. An employee must satisfy the requirements of the grade itself in order to be reclassified into a higher grade. Thank you for watching this video. We encourage you to watch all the chapters in this series. If you have any questions, you can contact me on the details that are shown, and if you haven't already obtained a copy of the guide, we strongly recommend that you get one as soon as possible.